Hello, welcome students. In the second part of chapter electrochemistry, we will discuss Nernst equation. In this video, we will mainly cover the topics which are Nernst equation, calculation of cell potential using Nernst equation, equilibrium constant from Nernst equation, electrochemical cell and Gibbs reaction, energy of the reaction, and some numerical problems. First of all, Nernst equation. Nernst gave a relation between electrode potentials and concentration of electrolyte solution. That relation is known as Nernst equation. The standard electrode potentials are measured in their standard states when the concentration of the electrolyte solutions are fixed at 1 molar and the temperature is 298 Kelvin. As we have discussed earlier, the standard electrode potential which we have measured in our previous topics, where the concentration of electrolyte solution is 1 molar and the temperature is fixed, or the standard value of temperature, that is 298 Kelvin. However, in actual practice, electrochemical cells do not have always fixed concentration of electrolyte solution. As electrochemical cells do not have fixed values of concentration of electrolyte solution, so for the different values of electrolytes of electrochemical cell of concentration of electrolyte, Nernst derived the equation, and Nernst gave a relationship between electrode potential and concentration of electrolyte solution. The electrode potential depends on the concentration of electrolyte solution. Nernst shows that the electrode reaction for metal M, the metal is present in its ionic form M, N positive plus gain of N electron gives metal in its solid state. The electrode potential at any concentration measured with respect to standard hydrogen electrode can be represented here. We have already discussed standard hydrogen electrode. If we have to find out the electrode potential of a single electrode, then we combine that electrode with standard hydrogen electrode. So from this, on combining this electrode, this metal electrode with hydrogen electrode, we can express the Nernst equation as electrode potential of this metal M equal to standard electrode potential of metal M minus RT upon NF into natural log concentration of metal M divided by concentration of metal ion. Or this equation can be written as, if we replace natural log with log base 10, so we will multiply the equation with 2.303. As we multiply the equation with 2.303, then the equation will become as electrode potential of metal M equal to standard electrode potential of metal minus 2.303 RT upon NF log concentration of metal divided by concentration of metal ion. Here, E of metal is electrode potential, E naught of metal is standard electrode potential, R is gas constant, T is temperature, and F is Faraday's constant of electricity. N is number of electrons transferred during the electrode reaction. And M, N positive in a square bracket, is molar concentration of ions of metal, and M in square bracket denotes molar concentration of metal. Substituting the values of R equal to 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole, temperature is 298 Kelvin, and Faraday constant, the value of Faraday constant is 96500 Coulomb per mole. On substituting this value to the previous equation, we get, as we substitute the values here, then after substituting the value we get a value, and that value will be equal to electrode potential of metal will be equal to standard electrode potential of metal minus 0.059 upon m, n, number of electron transfer, into log concentration of metal divided by concentration of metal ion. But concentration of solid metal is taken as unity. Concentration of solid metal, that is m, is taken as unity. So we have the equation as electrode potential of metal equal to standard electrode potential of metal minus 0.059 upon n into log 1 upon concentration of metal ion. So as the condition is given in standard value, then the value of Nernst equation will become like this. Now calculation of cell potential using Nernst equation. As we know that in Nernst equation the value of cell potential is there, value of E cell is there. So on the basis of Nernst equation we can easily calculate the value of cell potential. Let us consider a Daniell cell in which the concentration of the solution may not be 1 molar. So if the concentration of the solution is not 1 molar, then we can easily apply the Nernst equation. The cell is zinc and copper, where zinc acts as anode and copper acts as cathode, because zinc is in left hand side of the salt bridge and copper is right hand side of the salt bridge. From this cell representation, the electrode reactions for this are: at anode, zinc gives zinc ion plus 2 electron, loss of 2 electron at anode, and at cathode gain of 2 electron. It means copper 2 positive ion will gain 2 electron and will convert it into copper metal. Electrode potential for copper electrode. By using Nernst equation we can easily calculate the electrode potential for copper electrode. From this, on putting the value of copper in Nernst equation, the electrode potential of copper equal to standard electrode potential of copper minus 2.303 RT upon NF log concentration of copper metal divided by concentration of copper ion. Similarly, electrode potential for zinc electrode. On putting the values in Nernst equation, electrode potential of zinc equal to standard electrode potential of zinc minus 2.303 RT upon NF into log concentration of zinc divided by concentration of zinc ion. Since E of cell equal to E of cathode minus E of anode, we know that E of cell equal to E of cathode minus E of anode. On substituting the values, and here for zinc and for copper, for a Daniell cell the value of N electron transfer is 2. So now on putting the values in the given equation, since E cell equal to E of cathode minus E of anode, so E cell will be equal to E of copper minus E of zinc. On putting the value from Nernst equation we will get E of cell in this equation. Now on rearranging this equation, we as the standard electrode potential of copper and zinc minus taking common as 2.303 RT is common upon 2F is common. So in the bracket we will get log concentration of copper minus log concentration of zinc side. On rearranging the equation we will get this equation. And since the concentration of zinc and concentration of copper metal is unity, as we have already considered for a metal, the concentration of metal is unity. So here also the concentration of zinc and the concentration of copper is taken as unity. So the final equation from here can be E of cell will be equal to E naught of copper minus E naught of zinc, standard electrode potential of copper and zinc, minus 2.303 RT upon 2F into log concentration of zinc ion divided by log concentration of copper ions. Or the final equation may be as E of cell equal to E naught of cell, because E naught of copper minus E naught of zinc gives E naught of cell, minus 2.303 RT upon 2F into log concentration of zinc ion divided by concentration of copper ion. So from here log concentration of anode ions divided by concentration of cathode ions. for Nernst equation, calculate the EMF of the cell, and the cell is given. Cell is in between magnesium and copper, where magnesium acts as anode because it is left hand side of the salt bridge, and copper is present on the right hand side of the salt bridge. And given the electrode potential of copper and magnesium are given, standard electrode potential. Solution: the cell reaction will be magnesium plus magnesium plus copper ion gives magnesium ion plus copper. According to Nernst equation, E of cell equal to E naught of cell minus 0.059 upon 2 log concentration of anode ions divided by log concentration of cathode ion. Anode ion is magnesium ion, whereas cathode ion is copper ion. Since E naught of cell can be calculated from the given values, E naught of cell will be equal to E naught of cathode minus E naught of anode. E naught of cathode is E naught of copper minus E naught of magnesium, standard values. So standard value of the cell, standard electrode potential of the cell will be as positive 2.71 volt. On putting the values, it comes to be positive 2.71 volt. On putting the value of E naught of cell to the Nernst equation, we will get the values, and on putting the concentration terms in the Nernst equation, since the concentration terms are concentration of magnesium ion is given in the question, that is 0.1 molar, and concentration of copper ion is also given, that is 1 into 10 to the power minus 3 molar. So on putting the value, we will get E of cell, and the value of E of cell is 2.651 volt. So if we, by using Nernst equation, if we have to find out the EMF of the cell, we can easily find out the EMF of the cell by doing such type of questions or by doing these steps. These are some practice questions related to the topic Nernst equation. Try these questions. Now here, equilibrium constant from Nernst equation. It means here we will find the value of equilibrium constant by using Nernst equation. In a Daniell cell which is formed by zinc and copper, where zinc acts as anode and copper acts as cathode, the equation for that is zinc plus copper ion gives zinc ion plus copper. As time passes, the concentration of zinc ion keeps on increasing while the concentration of copper ion keeps on decreasing. This can be shown by the equation also. As time passes, the concentration of zinc ion which are forming, they keeps on increasing while the concentration of copper ion keeps on decreasing, because copper ion gets converted into copper metal. Now at the same time, the voltage of the cell as read on the voltmeter keeps on decreasing. After some time, we shall note that there is no change in the concentration of copper ion and zinc ions. And at the same time, the voltmeter gives zero reading. And this indicates that equilibrium has been attained. At a time when the concentration of zinc ion and the concentration of copper ion, there is no change in the concentration of zinc and the copper ions. For that time, the voltmeter will show zero reading. And this means the zero reading of voltmeter and there is no change of copper ion and zinc ion in the solution. This means that the solution attains a equilibrium. And in this situation, the Nernst equation may be written as, since there is no change of the ions, so the E of the cell will be equal to 0, because the value of voltmeter is 0 at this time. That's why at that point when the cell attains equilibrium, the value of E of cell is equal to 0. And we know that E of cell is equal to according to Nernst equation, E of cell is equal to E naught of cell minus 2.303 RT upon 2F. 2 is for, since we are using Daniell cell, and in Daniell cell the value of N is 2 here, divided by 2F log concentration of zinc ion divided by concentration of copper ions. As the equilibrium attains, the value of E cell is equal to 0. So the whole value of Nernst equation will be equal to 0. Now let's see what Now from this, on rearranging the equation, we will get standard value of electrode potential E naught of cell will be equal to 2.303 RT upon 2F into log concentration of zinc ion divided by concentration of copper ion. But at equilibrium, concentration of zinc ion upon concentration of copper ion will be equal to equilibrium constant Kc, and at temperature equal to 298 Kelvin and E naught of cell equal to 1.1 volt, it means at standard condition. And the above equation can be written as, on putting these value, the value of log Kc will comes to be 37.288. In general, E naught of cell, standard value of cell, comes to be 2.303 RT upon NF into log Kc. So we can say that at equilibrium condition, the value of electrode potential of cell is equal to constant, is equal to 0, because there is no exchange of ions at equilibrium condition. And so when a cell attains equilibrium, then we can only find the value of standard electrode potential for the given cell. And the value comes to be E naught of cell is equal to 2.303 RT upon NF into log of Kc. Now, electrochemical cell and Gibbs energy of the reaction can also be calculated by using Nernst equation. If we want to obtain maximum work from a galvanic cell, then charge has to be placed in reverse direction. The reversible work done by a galvanic cell is equal to decrease in its Gibbs energy, and therefore the EMF of the cell is E, and NF the charge, amount of charge passed, and delta G is the Gibbs energy of the reaction. Then the value of delta G comes to be minus NF E of cell, as E of cell is the cell potential or EMF of the cell, or we can say that it is E of cell potential, and NF the charge transfer. Then the value of Gibbs energy comes to be minus NF of E cell. If the concentration of all the reacting species is unity, concentration of all the reacting species is unity, then E of cell will be equal to E naught of cell. We know that when the concentration becomes unity, then E of cell will be equal to, standard condition is there, E of cell will be equal to E naught of cell. And we have delta G naught. For this, the standard value of Gibbs energy will also be there. So delta G naught will be equal to, on putting the value of E cell in the previous equation, delta G naught will be equal to minus NF E naught of cell. Thus, from the measurement of E naught of cell, we can obtain the important thermodynamic quantity delta G naught, standard Gibbs energy of the reaction. From the latter, we can calculate equilibrium constant by the equation also. Delta G naught will be equal to minus RT ln K, natural log K. This can be seen by this question also. Question is, the cell in which the following reaction occur. E naught of cell is given, that is 0.26 volt at 298 Kelvin, and the reaction is given twice of Fe3 positive plus iodide ion gives Fe2 positive plus iodine. Calculate the standard Gibbs energy and the equilibrium constant of the reaction. Solution. Given E naught of cell is equal to 0.236 volt, Gibbs energy delta G naught is minus NF E naught of cell, where N is equal to 2. Because 2 electrons are passing in the equation, N is equal to 2. Value of F is 96500, and on putting all these values to the given equation, so we can find out the value of delta G naught, and delta G naught comes to be minus 45.55 kilojoule. Since delta G naught equal to minus RT ln K, and on putting all these values and on converting natural log ln to the log at base 10, we have to multiply it by equation by 2.303. On doing this, the value of log Kc will be become as this. On putting the values, we will get the value of log Kc, that is 7.983. For finding the value of equilibrium constant Kc, we have to take antilog of 7.983, and the value of antilog of 7.983, after rearranging it, comes the value of equilibrium constant equal to 9.62 into 10 to the power 7. That's all for today. So on the basis of this topic, I have some questions for you. Do these questions and we will start our next topic in our next video. Thank you.